Identify the antonym of the underlined word. Question 121. The manager was impressed by the man's eagerness. A. Impatience. B. Indifference. C. Negligence. D. Calmness. So guys, think about this. Welcome to Learn with Israel YouTube channel. If you are new here, please subscribe. And if you are a returning viewer, please find the moment to subscribe now. And if you are a returning viewer that you haven't subscribed, find the moment to subscribe now. As you can see this number right here. If you are interested in getting JAMB, or NECO syllabus, try this number right here to get it for free. And if you are interested in tutorial, just try this number right here to join the tutorial. So guys, let's go back to the question. So we have to look for the antonym, which is also known as the opposite in meaning. So the opposite in meaning for eagerness, before we can know it, we need to know the meaning of eagerness. What is eagerness? Eagerness is willingness to or desire for something, someone very keen to or having interest in a particular situation or having interest in a particular thing. While the opposite is emotionless, we have emotionless, we have indifference. So this indifference or emotionless is not interested in a particular situation. You know, the manager was impressed by the man's eagerness. So the opposite in meaning is emotionless or indifference. And if we check the option, we can find indifference in option B, which is the correct answer. Question 122. The boy is too indolent to do well at school. The boy is too indolent to do well at school. A. Intelligent. B. Industrious. C. Inactive. D. Slothful. So this option is a kind of confusing, and I will explain to you guys. Firstly, what's indolent? Indolence means someone that is very lazy at work. So that's lazy. So if you have to look for the opposite of lazy, you will go for industrious. And another opposite for lazy is hardworking. And if we check the option, we can find industrious in option B. And I want you guys to note, intelligent and industrious are different. They are not the same. Intelligent is someone brilliant, someone that is a scholar, and industrious is someone hardworking. Don't mix these two up. They are different. So industrious is the correct answer. Identify the synonym of the underlined words. So we have to identify the synonym for question 123 and 124. Question 123. For a priest to be successful, he should from time to time review his actions. A. Inspect. B. Examine. C. Stare at. D. Visualize. So what's review? Review is to go back over and over again to check or to examine something, to examine actions. So the synonym word for review include examine, appraiser, evaluate. So to review, go back, and to examine, to appraise, to evaluate. So the correct answer in the option is examine. Question 124. There are still virtuous women in our society today. A. Clever. B. Upright. C. Devilish. D. Intelligent. So the synonym word for virtuous is someone upright, someone very decent. It includes upright. The synonym word for virtuous include upright. We also have decent. We also have righteous, someone very righteous. So the correct answer is upright. According to what we have here, upright is the most suitable answer. So guys, let's move to the next one. Question 125. The demonstrators have refused to call off their actions. A. Consolidate. B. Start. C. Resume. D. End. So we have to look for the suitable meaning for call off. And I hope you guys are treating this question and answering it before I give an answer. Please, if you are not doing that, start doing that now. It's very important. And this episode 7, it will stop at question 140. I hope for those following, you should know we started at question 121 and it always comprises of 20 questions. So we are stopping at question 140. So to call off means to decide that a particular thing will not happen, to end someone's action. So the suitable word for call off that is similar to call off in the option is end. To end their action. To end their action. Question 126. Our teacher defined dash in his introductory lessons. Our teacher defined dash in his introductory lesson. A. Onomatopoeia. B. Onomatopoeia. C. Onomatopoeia. D. Onomatopoeia. So if we have to check, we have to identify the correct one. This is about spelling. Question 126, 127, and 128 comprises of question under spelling. JAMB do ask question under spelling and people do make mistakes. So I'm here to correct the mistakes you guys make in some question under spelling. So onomatopoeia is being spelled Onomatopoeia. Poeia. Note that. You see, JAMB, this is a JAMB question. This onomatopoeia starting with this is here to confuse you. But once you know the last 5 words, which is poeia, P-O-E-I-A, and if you check, especially option D is very confusing. You see, they interchange I with A. And if you don't check it well, you just pick option D. And picking option D will make you to get answer wrong. So option A is the correct answer. Question 127. No teacher of honor would subject his student to any form of dash. No teacher of honor would subject his student to any form of dash. A. Harassment. B. Harassment. C. Harassment. D. Also harassment. So harassment have 1 R and 2 S. It has 1 R and 2 S. So if we check, option A has 2 R, 1 S is wrong. Option B has 2 R, 2 S is wrong. Option C has 1 R, 2 S. And option D also has 1 R, 2 S. You can't say because option C has 1 R, 2 S, we'll pick it. We have to check all the options. Option D also has 1 R, 2 S. So what is wrong in option D is that it has E at the back of this S. So option D is wrong. Harassment is H-A-R-A-S-S-M-E-N-T. So option C is the correct answer. I hope you guys are noting this thing. Question 128. The attitude of my students to dash baffles me. A. Pronunciation. B. Pronunciation. C. Pronunciation. D. Pronunciation. They sound confusing, right? I will explain to you guys. I am a victim of picking option B as the correct answer, which I get wrong. I am a victim of this. Option B is wrong. There is no O between this N and U. Option A is the correct answer. Pronunciation. Pronunciation is being spelled P-R-O-N-U-N-C-I-A-T-I-O-N. I don't want you guys to make the same error I made earlier by picking this and I got it wrong. Though it's not in my exam, it's during my practice at home. I picked this and I later checked and I realized this is not the correct answer. I was shocked. I even make attempt to check ChatGPT and I realized this is also the correct answer. So since then I have noted that. That's why I brought this question for you guys. So you guys, for those that don't know, So they will be able to note that A is the correct answer. And if you are unsubscribed and you are watching up to this moment, it is better for you to subscribe now so you won't miss a lot. So guys, let's move to the next one. Question 129. No one was killed in the disaster, though there were injuries. A there, B there, C there, D this. So the suitable answer is there. There. No one was killed in the disaster, though there were injuries. There were injuries. Avoid there. This is used in possession of a thing. Avoid using here in this kind of question. Question 130. The price of everything seems to have dashed up in the last few months. A. Climbed. B. Short. C. Rises. D. Placed. So in this content, the main thing they are emphasizing on is price. And what prices do is that prices always rise. Either price rises or it decreases. Either it rises or it decreases. So the one that goes right is rises. Price rises. Price rises. Question 131. I know I dash read more, but I am tired. A. May. B. Ought to. C. Would. D. Could. So let's check. I know I could read more, but I am tired. C. I know I would read more, but I am tired. No. B. I know I ought to read more, but I am tired. A. I know I may read more, but I am tired. No. Option B and D are suitable to fit into this, but avoid could. Avoid could. Ought to is the most suitable because ought to expresses a necessity. It expresses a necessity, and necessity means it is necessary. It is necessary to read more, but I am tired. It is necessary I read more, but I am tired. So I know I ought to read more, but I am tired is the correct answer. Question 132. The principal said that he was pleased dash my effort. A with, B about, C on, D off. The principal said that he was pleased with my effort. With my effort. You can only be pleased with something or somebody. You can only be pleased with something or somebody. And my effort is something. So the correct answer is with. The principal said that he was pleased with my effort. So guys, let's move to the next one. Question 133. She has been here dash the past 3 years. A since, B for, C from, D in. So we have two options that fit into this, which I will explain. We have since and for. Since is for a specific time, while for is for a period of time. And for the past 3 years, 3 years is a period of time. While specific time, you can say maybe since 1978. That's what you can say. That's a specific time. But period of time is 3 years, 4 years. Those are period of time. So 4 is the correct answer. She has been here for the past 3 years. Question 134. The philanthropist devotes himself dash the poor. A by helping, B to be helping, C to helping, D in helping. So the word devote, avoid using devote with by helping. The philanthropy devote himself by helping the poor is wrong. It's wrong. It may sound correct, but it is wrong. You use to with devote. You can be only devote to something. Devote to is the correct answer. You can't say the philanthropy devote himself to helping. To helping is also wrong. To be helping is the appropriate answer. The philanthropist devote himself to be helping the poor. Avoid using by helping because devote connotes to. It connotes to. Question 135. He passed so well that he was awarded a scholarship. A, since, B, because, C, that, D, while. So the word so you can use it with that. So that because so that it expresses an element of consequences in adjoining clauses. So that is the correct. He passed so well that he was awarded a scholarship. Question 136. Dash are good friends. A, E and I, B, I and him, C, I and he, D, he and me. I want you guys to be very attentive. A lot of people make mistake picking I and him. I and him are very good friends. He is wrong. For your information, I and him are good friends. He is wrong. He and I is the correct answer. I and him is used in objects, while in object clauses, while he and I is used in subjects, in subject clauses. So he and I, so good friend here is talking about subject. So he and I is a suitable answer. So I hope you understand that now. So guys, let's move to the next one. Question 137. Neither Agbo nor his parents dash the meeting. A, attended, B, attends, C, has attended, D, attend. So the one that is suitable in the option is attend. Neither Agbo nor his parents attend the meeting. Question 138. When we looked up, we dashed the place some miles away. A, sighted, B, sighted, C, sight, D, sighted. So I will explain the terms for you guys. For those that mix these three options together, I will explain now to you guys. For option D, cited, is to cite an example, to illustrate an example, to give an example or an opinion. But for site, this is only a location where people work. A building can be a building site. A site is just a location. It's a location. And for option B, yes, this is the vision. This is talking about vision, to sight something. When we looked up, it's talking about vision. He sighted the plane some miles away. The suitable answer is option B, sighted. Question 139. The condition of the room was dark, so I waited outside. A, intolerant, B, intolerable, C, inconstant, D, invariable. So we have two options to deal with here. Inconstant and invariable does not have anything to do with the question. So we are left with intolerable and intolerant. Avoid option A. Intolerant is used for a person, while intolerable is for a condition. The condition of the room was intolerable, so I waited outside. It's talking about condition. So you go for option B. Avoid option A because the question is talking about condition. So option B, intolerable, is the correct answer. Question 140, which is the last question for episode 7. And for those that are watching up to this moment, keep watching till end. Question 140. Ijoma counted as chicken before they were hatched. This means that Ijoma dash. A, regarded each egg as chicken. B, hatched the eggs prematurely. C, as unexpectedly. C, assumed that her expectation had already been realized. D, protected her egg from breaking. This is an idiom. When interpreting an idiom, avoid picking the option based on the question, based on what you see in the question. Because chicken is here, because it has chicken in the option, does not make it the correct answer. And because it even have chicken in the option, make it wrong. Option A is wrong. Option D, protected her egg, is also wrong. Option B, to add the egg, is also wrong. So it's easy to eliminate. Even if you don't know the interpretation of the word, it's very easy to eliminate. Putting the word mentioned as the idiom in the option is just to confuse. It's just to confuse you guys. But once you don't even know the meaning, once you see that it is an idiom and you have to interpret it, having the same option again makes it wrong. So counted as chicken before they were hatched means to be planning based on what has not happened yet. To be planning based on what has not happened yet. That is counted as chicken before they were hatched. The chicken that hasn't been hatched, she's already counting it. To be planning based on what has not happened. So the correct answer is assume that her expectation had already been realized. That's the correct answer. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. If you find this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe. See you in episode 8. Keep learning and keep studying.